Nighttime skies falling over the Oakland Hills and the O.Co Coliseum. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Oakland A's. Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see next. Sonny Gray, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, take a look at that whip. Around 1.3, which is pretty much league average. So he's been very serviceable all year long.
Starling Marte will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. Gray has his target. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And Eric, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
And you've got a couple of clubs here that are each in first place in their divisions coming in. So you start to wonder, maybe this could even possibly be a World Series preview. Granted, it may be a bit premature, but each of these teams is at least in the conversation.
A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, all they have to do is keep doing what they're doing. This team has a very high average, continuing to hit well as a team, and they'll continue to win games.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Reddick has a read on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Now that we have a chance, let's take a look at the defense for the Swingin' A's of Oakland. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, Stephen Vogt is a natural-born catcher, but he's so flexible as far as the many positions that he can play. He can play in the outfield. He can play the corner infield positions. A real asset to have on the ball club.
Andrew McCutchen will stand in for the first time, and he's seen that average climb during his current 7-game hitting streak. Swing and a liner, but this is foul near the seats. Just underway here in Oakland. Now a curveball stays inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long. And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Pirates. And now the A's offense gets its first shot here. No score. Francisco Liriano will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something like that, you're doing just fine.
Billy Burns will stand in now, happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. Drilled to first. Jasso is there. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. EK, any thoughts?
You know, guys, I can't wait to see if Stephen Vogt can keep it going. He's got an on-base percentage over .450 in the last 10 ball games. He's been locked in at the plate, not chasing balls out of the zone, and it's been paying off.
Marcus Semien will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
And that misses. 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
A ball hit hard to the left side. but right at the shortstop for the second out. With a moment now, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts, so we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. But now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone. Maybe even in the dirt.
1-2. Here it comes. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Shot toward right center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Danny Valencia will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night.
Well, his last game was a breath of fresh air because he's been stinking it up lately. Under 200 over his last 10 games.
2 out with the man at first. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Mercer ranging into the outfield, and that ends the inning. The A's strand 1 after 1. No score. Jorge Soler will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Drummond's a very fair umpire, Matt. Calls a pretty standard strike zone. Usually not a lot of complaints either way.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Tough take there on 3-1. I mean, if this pitch missed the inside corner, it did not miss by much. But he's going to reach base anyway.
Gray sets with the payoff pitch. Popped high in the air. Valencia is there for it. Makes the play, 1 away. Francisco Cervelli will step forward now. Currently 3rd in the National League batting race to begin play.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Swinging a fly ball right down the line in left. And that's in there, base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Yeah, I thought off the bat that he'd have a good chance of running this down, but can't quite get there. You'll see it's going to hit just to the right of that chalk line out there, and that's going to allow him to get into second with a double.
Josh Harrison gets his first opportunity now, looking to extend that hitting streak, which stands at 8 games coming in. The set and the 1-1 pitch. That's in there on the outer half, 1-2 now.
This is a strikeout pitcher on the mound, so you know he's going after a K right here.
Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Reddick. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Well, nobody's going to confuse this guy with Miguel Cabrera or Chris Davis, but with the runner on third, he doesn't have to hit the ball out of the ballpark. Just has to get one deep enough out there to deliver that run from third. That's nice going.
David Freese steps in now, just hoping for something to go his way. And as you can see, that has not been the case in recent days. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Burns. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Pirates get just the one, and that's all. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Pirates on top, 1-0. Stephen Vogt will dig in here, and he'll do so with the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
Yeah, and he leads his ball club in hitting, so he's a guy that they really look to offensively.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. Coming to the plate now, Mark Canha, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo shot here to left, number 13 for him on the year, and the A's are back to even now. It's 1 apiece.
And this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
Josh Reddick will stand in, and perhaps unsurprisingly, the numbers tell us he's a much better hitter versus right-handers than he is against lefties.
Nope.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
That's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Batting 8, designated hitter
Billy Butler will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. And the count will be full. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Jordy Mercer will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. Gray's ready. Needs a strike here on 3-0. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. The relay, and he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double.
Well, I think this was a little bit of a gamble from my perspective. I had a feeling that he'd take a big turn around first and then hold on, but he was having none of that. He's smelling 2 all the way, and he's going to make it there with a hustle double.
Into the box, Starling Marte. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Reddick has a beat on it, 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Coming to the plate now, Jung Ho Gong. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
And he struck him out. Andrew McCutcheon comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Yeah, but it was a pretty decent at-bat. As I remember, he saw a lot of pitches and really made...
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
You know, this guy is really starting to get everybody's attention now. That's 8 straight games he's got. So let's see how long he can keep this thing going.
Jorge Soler stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2. Hard hit toward the hole. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Now batting.
And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. John Jaso in now, hopped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Just amazing what this guy's done with the bat this year. I mean, even when he's in a 2-strike hole, he still finds a way to come through.
Francisco Cervelli steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away.
Yeah, and this is one of those make-or-break moments in a ballgame, Matt. You don't want to let an opportunity like this in the middle innings get away from you.
And that's in there. Base hit. And the run is in to score from third. It's now 3-1.
Well, that's 4 straight hits against him now, and of the 4, this might be the hardest hit of them all. 1 run will score on the play, and they're really making him sweat out there now.
Into the box now, Josh Harrison. A little bit outside. 2-1. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
Now, you can't think corner or perfect pitch here on the mound. This has got to be somewhere near the middle, and you just got to hope you get lucky.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Canna is there now as he makes the catch, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Bucks out in front, 3-1. Jed Lowry will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s.
And you know, he's coming into this one licking his wounds a little bit. His average on the season is still good, but he's really scuffled over the last month or so.
Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1. And that one is a cold strike as he's rebounded to run it full now. 3-2.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get 1 pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and the underhanded throw gets him for the out.
Well, let's just see if we can slow this way down and see the point of impact. He's going to be bunched up a little bit on this one and get it right down below the label. And sure enough, that's a great shot right there. This bat just explodes on impact.
In now, Billy Burns. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Up next,
you know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, It always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Stepping in now, Marcus Semien. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Marte has a read on it. And that's the third out. Looks like Liriano's got it working now. He's got a 3-1 lead. David Freese is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground and taken in out there for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop,
Jordy Mercer strides in here. He scored a run after doubling to get on base in his first at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit up in the zone, and he didn't miss it. He'll be looking for it again right here.
I'll straighten him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
You can hit the low fastball, but you're not going to hit that one up there. You can just forget about it. You've got to make him bring that thing down.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4. Starling Marte will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Pirates, and it's still 3-1. Leading off the inning, Chris Davis, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is McCutchen. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
up next for Oakland.
Danny Valencia is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Line drive to center field, and that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
And you know, that's what they needed. It's just a one-out single, nothing too amazing. But now at least you get that guy into the stretch and maybe give your guys a little hope up there.
Liriano sets 1-1 on its way. Bat explodes as this has popped up. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
And you know, guys, if this bat doesn't break, maybe this turns into a double play ball. But with the bat shattering here, just too much going on to even think about, too. So he'll take that sure out at first instead.
Standing in now, Mark Canha. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
2 straight.
And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
I'll say this, he wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
And he does have a base open, so he doesn't have to give in on 3-2.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out. Josh Reddick gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Pulled toward right center field. McCutchen is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. A's strand a couple, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Jung Ho Gong will start out the inning here for the Pirates, to be followed by Andrew McCutchen waiting on deck.
And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up.
Up high, 2-1 now. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
You figure he should get something good to hit here. They don't want to walk him and put him on for the heart of the order.
No leadoff walk just yet, as that finds the strike zone, and the count comes full at 3-2. And look out, that's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
Sometimes this is just what you need. You know, you're in the middle innings now. You grind out a walk, make that guy throw a few pitches, get him into the stretch. That's where you can finally put him away.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Well, that's the kind of year it's been for this guy so far. Even when he gets fooled, he still finds a way to get an infield single out of it.
Jorge Soler will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. There's one.
He's out.
Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play.
Now batting, the first baseman,
John Jaso will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a bit.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 left for Pittsburgh as the lead remains 3-1. Billy Butler will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
You don't need to be a lip reader or an expert in body language to know that he was not thrilled with that call. You know, just about every umpire has a different interpretation of what a high strike should be, but none of them like it when guys carry on like this. You got to be careful.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. High in the air out to center field. There to take it in is McCutchen now for route number 2. Billy Burns will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And, ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is 1 big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could.
Meanwhile now, this is a fair ball down the line in left, and that ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double. So a 2-out double here gives him some new life here in this 5th inning. And with that, we take a look at the A's leaders in that category, and sure enough, his name is right there at the top.
Yeah, they've been counting on him to deliver extra base hits all season long. He's done it again here.
The 1-1 pitch. To short. Taken in by Mercer. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to the Coliseum right after this. Francisco Cervelli will make his way in as he leads things off here in the Pirates' half of the 6th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Gray into his motion, ready with the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way. But this is one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Josh Harrison will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
In there, and it's full 3-2. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Drilled on the ground to short. Simeon's got it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Pirates, the designated hitter,
David Freese will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line toward center field. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And that's going to be all for Sonny Gray. He'll depart after 5 2/3 as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ballgame. Liam Hendricks will take over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. Jordy Mercer will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. Ready with the 1-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Gloved by Lowry. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Pirates leave 1, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Chris Davis will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Soler has it in his tracks, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Stephen Vogt stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. To third. Gung is there. To second for 1. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. It's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one, but before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Starling Marte will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you...
Oh, way to get dirty. And now a bobble, and he's not going to have a play.
Yeah, and you watch this again. It was a great play just to lay out to get this thing, and he knows he's going to have to hurry. But as he scrambles up to his feet, he forgets one small detail, and that's the baseball. And that should go down as an infield hit.
Jung Ho Gong comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Burns is there. He's got it one away. Andrew McCutchen ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
That one's in there. 3-1. 3 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third is Marte heading home. And the run will score all the way from first. And it's a 4-1 game.
And every hitter knows you're going to see more fastballs when you've got good speed over there at first base. And that's exactly what he gets here as he drives this one. And, of course, because of that speed, that runner's going to come all the way around and score from first base.
Fernando Rodriguez will come on and pitch here with 1 gone in the top of the 7th.
Rodriguez.
Into the box now, Jorge Soler. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Fly ball out toward left center field. Davis moves over, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. John Jaso ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up. Runner in scoring position at 2nd with 2 down. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
And now here 1-2. This is where you need your best pitch. You've got to strand that runner out there at second base and keep the deficit just at 3.
Now a cut fastball that almost had a little too much cut as it nearly ran in and got him.
I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. Well, pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
Lowry's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Pirates get 1 on the Andrew McCutchen double. Get up and stretch. It's now a 4-1 Pittsburgh lead. Mark Canha will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. A quick out number one.
Oh, and I can already hear him when he gets back to the dugout. Man, I homered with that bat. Really? What do you got to go and break it for?
And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And they won't have a play as he reaches at first. Let's see how this is scored. So a runner at first now with one away, and that'll bring up the DH, Billy Butler. Swing and a liner, but this will be foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2.
Nope.
Lays off 2-2 now.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Set to deal on 2-2. Hard hit to first. Backhanded. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. A's go quietly there, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Leading off the inning, Francisco Cervelli, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Here's the 0-2. And he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning. Josh Harrison will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
David Freese stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Reddick is after it. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More from the East Bay right after this. Jed Lowry will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
The center fielder, number 1.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Tony Watson is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th.
Number 44, Tony Watson.
Here it comes, 0-2. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
McCutchen moving to his left, 1 down. Marcus Semien will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Lined hard toward right center, and that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one.
Around third and being waved on home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up, hack it. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Chris Davis will step in now representing the potential tying run.
And keep in mind, he is the team leader in home runs, so if anyone's got a shot of getting one out of here, it's him.
Danny Valencia comes to the plate now representing the potential tying run.
Well, if he gets the pitch to drive right here, you can bet that he's going to give it a rip. But at the very least, they need a productive AB out of him right here.
looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Back to the mound and off his leg. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. But the A's get a run on this RBI double. On to the 9th inning from the East Bay. It's the Pirates 4 and the A's 2. Back now in Northern California's Bay Area, we're set to continue the 9th inning in this one. Jordy Mercer will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Ready on 1 and 2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2 and 2. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Reddick coming on. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now
stepping in, Starling Marte. He's 1 for 4 for the game. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2 and 1 now. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Burns over to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter,
Jung Ho Kang will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2 and 2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Nothing in the Pittsburgh 9th. Last chance now for the A's. They remain down by a count of 4-2. Striding in to start the 9th, Stephen Vogt, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Mark Melanson is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. Throw to first is in time for the first out. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. Mark Canha will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
now batting, right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Josh Reddick comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 outs here in the 9th. 2 out, nobody on. Two and 2 now with 2 out here in the 9th. The win would belong to Francisco Liriano should the lead hold up. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. A solo home run here for Josh Reddick. Home run number 15 for him thus far, as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
One rule for being a successful closer, you gotta keep the ball in the ballpark. Well, he's still got a lead to work with after this home run, but his margin for error is pretty much gone now.
In now, Billy Butler. High and wide. 2 balls and a strike.
They're definitely making him work out there. He came in trying to shut the door, and he has not had an easy time of it.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
And obviously a walk here would be a big no-no with 2 outs in the ninth. You cannot put that tying run on base.
And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Number 8, second baseman.
Jed Lowry comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. It's been much harder work than I think he anticipated.
Yeah, he came in here trying to shut the door, and he has not had an easy time of it at all.
A runner on first with 2 away. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Harrison's got it. Throw to first will be in time for the final out, and the Pirates have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
Excellent work to finish this one off, and he picks up save number 30 now on the year.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And guys, victory wouldn't have been possible for the Pirates here without the start turned in by this man, Francisco Liriano. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Pirates win it 4-3. Good night from Oakland.
Here now is our final line score tonight for the victorious Pirates. 4 runs on 10 hits.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Pirates had 12 hits as a team as they got the win in extra innings over the Cardinals, 5-3. As of today, the Cardinals sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division, 9 games back. The Pirates are atop the division, 3.5 games ahead of 2nd. The Washington Nationals dropped 4 home runs in this one as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field, 5-3. At the moment, the Mets are in 2nd place in the NL East, 9 games back. The Nationals are atop the division. They are Great sun.